Yeah, the audio isn't exactly in sync on that. Okay, hello and welcome to Let's Play of Ignition. Long story short, Ignition is basically a very simple driving game. It's not realistic, it's more of a just have a bit of fun. Controls are fairly simple. Arrow keys and one button to boost your car time to time to give it sort of a nitro boost for a second or two, and that's about it. There are a few game modes we could try. Pursue is you play a race where last position on each lap gets destroyed and you'll continue until there's only one remaining. That's the victor. Time trial is basically you play a race and try to beat the best time. Single race, well, you play a single race. But we're interested in playing the championships. We're gonna be playing 4 of them. There's not gonna be much choice here, but you automatically start with the novice one, and you can't get higher difficulty championships until you complete the previous one. So it'll be novice, amateur, pro, and mirror. This will be extremely easy. I'll try to play each one with a different car. We don't have a lot of cars to choose from. Every time we beat a difficulty level, we'll get an extra car. It doesn't really matter what I pick at this point. I'll pick the redneck just to get this over with quite quickly. There's not going to be much happening here. There's 2 rules that we need to take into account by playing the championships. One is to win, we need to have the most points at the end of all the races, and 2, we need to be in the top 3 in each race. So that's not going to be an issue here, but at the final 2 difficulty levels, that's going to be an issue, but I have to address that now. Moose Jaw Falls. I took a little faster car just to get things over. Yeah, that stuttering that's caused by the music of this game, because you have to play it from an actual audio CD, and if there's a hiccup with the player, it'll cause the game to hiccup too until it can continue reading the CD. And it's not exactly a new CD, this is an old game. Late 90s, something in that area. There's not much I can do about that, so we'll just have to bear with it. It shouldn't happen too often, maybe at the start of some of these races. There's not much of a soundscape in this game, so if you play without music, it's sort of a muted experience in many ways, and the music is quite good, so I do enjoy having it anyway. I wouldn't like to play this game without it. The Novice Championship that we're playing is basically a tutorial. There's no way we're not gonna lose any of these races, no matter how badly we do. It's more of a get to know the tracks, get a feel for the cars, things like that. So not much is gonna happen in the Novice Championship. This is also the time where your car attributes don't really matter. No matter how slow a car you pick, you'll still win, unless you screw up. Driving is a mixture of reaction and memory, because the visibility isn't actually that great forward. The visual guide is good enough, but you do need to memorize something. It's still very easy to do. Yeah, we'll wait for the second to get here. Okay, the difference is 18 seconds between me and the guy who comes in second, so yeah. I'm not gonna wait them from this point on. It's a pointless waste of time. I want to complete this so we can move on to the proper difficulty levels sooner. Yeah, and the game is very much focused on just having fun, and we got squished there. The effect of squishing as again fun, so you're not going to get ruined by that, or even destroyed. I think your speed gets reduced a bit, but more importantly your left and right gets inverted. So if you're a good driver, it won't matter much, but if you're not, or you get crushed by surprise, you'll basically steer your car against the wall and lose a ton of speed there. But if you're a good driver, yeah, it won't matter much. That's what the obstacles in this game mainly are. Something that will waste a few seconds of your time. In the novice level, it won't matter at all. Not a bit. But on the Pro and Mirror Championships, can cost you your placement in the top 3. So this is the time to learn these maps. Learn the hazards, learn the routes to take, things like that. I think our overall speed is a bit lower than it is on the harder difficulties too. So this is very easy to control. Yeah, we're not gonna wait for them. Snake Island. This is from the era of the game where you can play multiplayer, and when this original came up, I used to play this with my brother quite a bit. This is the era of where multiplayer gaming meant split screen playing, not connect to internet and play with other people that way. But it's a very fun, simple, addictive game. You'd think that you wouldn't play all that much, but it is quite a lot of hours were wasted playing this game. It might be surprising because this Let's Play, where I play all the championship, will probably take less than 2 hours total. So this isn't a long game in that sense. The length will depend how many times I fail the mirror mode, because that's the the competition is good enough where there's no way I'll be at the top first position in all the races. So if I screw up, I might not be in the top 3. So it's where a failure starts to be a realistic possibility, but only on the 2 highest difficulty levels. Everything before that is basically not that hard. We would have to mess up royally to be able to fail any of them. Crap, something like this happening won't matter on this difficulty level. The higher ones, yeah, you can cost you the entire race. This is basically solo playing at this point, and I dislike the fact that I have to play the Novice Championship at all. I guess we'll get a trophy out of this. you proceed with the difficulty levels, everything gets harder in these. But at the moment this isn't really even worth playing. Ooh, I do like this song though. I do like, oh crap. These more dangerous maps, I do like them. Yeah, everyone's too slow, you know. Now we're starting to see these options. We have two options to take at some routes. It's the longer route and the more difficult route. For a shortcut, it's not always more difficult, but sometimes there are dangers involved, or if you mess up your driving even a little bit, it'll cost you more time than taking the long route. So if you're not confident that you can ace them, you're better off avoiding them. This isn't really a race. This isn't why anyone plays this game. This isn't the fun. That was a terrible boost. What matters in these maps when the competition actually starts is you need to be able to control your car quite well. You don't want to hit walls because that lowers your speed always. So you want to keep that to a minimum, and you need to know where to use these boosts. If you use them in a way where you hit the walls immediately, it sort of goes to waste. So you want to have a good straight or some kind of jumping position like this, because that's where the extra speed gives you the more advantage than trying to use them in a place where you have to do a lot of maneuvering. Yeah, that was a stupid place to use it. Doesn't really matter. There's no possible way to lose points. I'm not quite sure what cars I should use at the races at this point. I only picked the redneck car because I'm hoping it's fast enough to get through these maps without wasting too much time, but anyone would have done. The next one, difficulty level, is also pretty easy, but it's doable by everything. Yeah, track record, lap record, we're not gonna wait for them. We have one track left. Yeah, Yodel Peak. The shortcut I took there were the ski jumping hill. That's one of those places where I probably won't be using at the higher difficulty levels, because the speed will be greater and the cars will be harder to control. More importantly, it's not enough that you go there and use it for jumping. You have to sort of get the car to drift a little bit on the direction you need to go after you hit the button. Otherwise, the time it takes for you to complete it, it's about the same that you would have spent by just using the longer route, and it's very risky. even now this wasn't bad, but we have to spend some time to correct ourselves, and this is the easiest level, where the car is very easy to control and speeds are low. At the higher difficulty levels, it's not gonna go like that. We don't have enough speed. Yeah, car got destroyed, we lost maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds of our time overall. So it's not gonna matter at this difficulty level, not at all. We're not sliding or anything, not really. Our control is very good, high grip. Yeah, this really is. Oh crap, oh, didn't go that badly. And the competition here is really driving focused. What I mean by that is there's not much advantage to be gained by trying to sort of block other cars or trying to crash them against the walls, things like that. There's something you can do, but it won't make that much of a difference in the competition. Oh, ooh, that was close. The higher difficulty levels, all the competition is basically faster than you anyway. I think the computer sort of cheats a little bit, so you won't be able to do much anyway in that sense. But but it's really driving focus, driving skills. Hard to mess up another player's run. I think that's over. We're not gonna wait for these guys. They're gonna take like 10 seconds at least to arrive to go. Yeah. This wasn't a competition. You have completed this difficulty level. Press return. Congratulations, you have completed the Novice Championship at first place with a score of 50 points. Now try the Amateur League, and we will proceed to the Amateur League immediately, hoping we'll get at least some entertainment value out of this game.